We crossed out of Boone back over the Blue Ridge on our way to Asheville, North Carolina.
Why isn't it just downhill?
Because it's a mountain.
And it was like 38 degrees up there, and we had all of our clothes on. Ben Townsend's still dressed in cotton with no gloves. It was crazy. It was a beautiful day, and then like from that point, we dropped to the lowlands.
We're clear. Good.
And in 7 minutes, we had dropped from the top of the Blue Ridge Mountains into this valley.
So we just came down those mountains.
And we went up to Asheville, and it's kind of a big city. It feels like a college town with a ton of breweries and all this stuff going on. And
here are all these people, some of whom I've known forever, some of whom I just met, that, you know, music might not even be the way they pay the bills, but it's such a humongous part of their lives. And it's such a humongous part of their person, their day-to-day routine. You know, you eat, you sleep, you play. Like, it's just, those are the people that inspire me. And I think that's what's awesome with the old time people is like, I have to create a world that allows me to do what I love, because that's more important to me than the world that people tell me that I'm supposed to live in.
this gentleman, Bob Willoughby, in Asheville, North Carolina, you know, he'd been playing music since he was 7 or 8. And then he was a boogie-woogie, like, jazz piano player, and then he realized that all of a sudden the music he grew up playing, which was old-time music in eastern Tennessee, there was a revival going on, and he didn't know there was a revival, and he learned how to do that. And the whole time we're talking to him at this park bench, that for 10 years he'd been busking at this one park bench every morning, because he'd go get his coffee and then go play music.
I lived where I could ride the bus down here, and I would ride the bus down here every day. It was a 10-minute ride. Hang out in the coffee shop, or play music out here. There's a piano in the coffee shop. There was Wi-Fi in the coffee shop. So I just spend my mornings down here, either playing on the street or hanging out in there. It's fun to play on the street.
What do you like about playing on the street?
The people that come up and talk, meeting, the people you meet.
Yeah.
And at the time, I needed the money.
What's the story on that fiddle?
It's a $150 Chinese fiddle.
Yeah.
That I tried
Take the top off of it?
tried to scrape it's not it was polyurethane, and I tried to scrape it off.
Yeah.
Larry Brown told me about some kind of something I got at a hardware store.
Yeah.
I did put something on it, you know, after I got that far and quit.
That's hilarious.
It is because I just couldn't, you know, I scraped, I put chemicals on it, it just wouldn't come off. All my other fiddles are damaged. One of them's getting fixed right now, my granddaddy's fiddle. I'm a jazz piano player. I mean, I play a lot of different things. My grandfather was an old-timey fiddler in West Tennessee. I started playing in the 50s with him. I was about 5 years old. He lived next door, and we played every day. I played guitar. He gave me a fiddle, but I couldn't really make that work so good. He bought a bass for me when I was about 9 years old. I learned to play by ear. And then when I was 10, I started taking piano lessons. I had a good teacher that knew I could play music. She was the piano player at the church room. She knew I could already play, so she let me play the boogie woogie. Never seen a plain old southern city. Just think of New Orleans. And if you've never seen that town, why, it's a pity. There's nothing like New Orleans. It will remind you of an old-fashioned day. A glass of wine will greet your laughing face. And if you ever see a black-eyed gal like mine, you're right in New Orleans. It will remind you of an old-fashioned day. A glass of wine will greet your laughing face. And if you've never seen that town, why, it's a pity. You're right in New Orleans. I mean, you're right in New Orleans.